Yay.
Quant?
Yep.
Already?
Yep.
Yeah, he had 2 huge sales that just came in.
Yeah.
Great.
It's like auto capping with one sale.
Or Courtney. Didn't she do that, Courtney?
I think, yeah, somebody did.
Courtney
Yeah.
Satira?
How come did our screen shut off? How did that work?
Yeah, looks like it just turned off.
Yeah, I need to.
You went to sleep?
Use the remote.
There's a power save feature.
Oh, did it get rid of everything?
Oh, looks like.
Okay.
Time down?
Go back in. So we were talking out there about, how contacts, when you have contacts, how does all that stuff feed in? How do you keep track of emails, texts,
Cool,
and all
I
that
added a
stuff?
new contact into command and it showed up in Kelly.
You got a notification at the top right, the little red bell?
I logged in, Cheryl Marshall logged in, yes I did.
I can see myself.
Thank you. What did I look at?
So inside of, we'll pick on Aaron. There's an SMS that was sent out. There's me adding him to a smart plan. He's got one smart plan. Here's an email. Aaron's email address is actually Husker Boy. That's not my email. So I view the email, it takes me over to my inbox. Before family reunion, it was taking me to the exact
The actual
thread. Yeah.
Okay.
And now I think they've got some work to do on it. With all of this stuff being so connected, Kelly being connected to command, agent sites being connected to command, the consumer app being connected to command. When they update one piece, it's a lot of connected tissue. You can have some undesired, they're moving pretty fast, so it will, I'm sure, hook back up. See if that takes me into the, nope. There's Quant. Exclusive, I'm showing this property, wait, no, it's already sold and I'm capped. So, inside of contacts, I think we could dive a little bit into contacts because, at least over on the Big Island, they're probably not too aware of what it takes to get 100% score on your contact record, right? You need to have, let me see, where did I send that? I sent that in text. I'll send it to you too. But I sent it to Nicole because she teaches a lot. That was the other day. In order to get 100% contact record, so you got a record that you want to make sure it gets 100% because database health score is kind of important, right? The name is worth 20%. The email is worth 20%. Phone number is worth 20%. And address is 20%. Just with name, email, phone number, and address, all worth 20, you got 80% of the contact records. You load them up with a tag, buyer, seller, however, that one's buyer, condo teller, A. That's 4%. If you have a date of birth, that's 4%. Lead source, so was it a Facebook lead? How do you hear about it? That's 4%. Social media, connect their social media account. That's a good database activity, is to go in through your contacts and get them all set up on Facebook. Connect their Facebook profiles, right? And then their job title and company that they work for is the other 4%. That makes 1, 2.
Combined or separate in terms of job and title?
Job and company and title, I think it's combined.
Okay.
Yeah, one or the other.
Right.
Yeah. But that's how you get all each record to go to 100%. I only have one.
At 100%.
That I know of the other day. I looked at it and it was back to contacts and it was Connie. She's a friend of mine.
Date of birth, I
County
mean,
name.
I don't have date of birth for.
You don't need the year. All you need is the month and the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So 20 for name, 20 for email, 20 for phone.
Yeah. It's all right.
Or try system.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'll show you why physical address is important. But here's Connie, and you'll see hers. She's 100%.
Mm.
So I've got her tagged. I've got her phone. Yeah. And then her actual address, and then I connected her social profile account so it knows. You know, if I click on this, it'll take you to Connie's Facebook page. But I sent her that SMS smart plan that we were looking at where it waits and then sends out SMS, and she texts me back. She goes, "New number? You still have the old one? Is this you? Is this you, Bob?"
Oh my goodness.
So I've known her for a long time. Yeah. I've gone by Bob, Bobby, Rob, Robert, Robbie.
Mm.
If
It's
you
like
can-
every time you move, you just change your name.
Yeah.
So if you
I'm
enter
gonna be
their,
Paul next because it's easier on the smart plan.
so Robert, if
Yeah.
you enter their email address, would that mine the internet to find their social media accounts?
No.
It won't.
No, you have to go. So what I do is I'll split the screen in half, do a split screen. I'll open up Facebook on one side because I know likely they're my friend already. That's how they've made it into my contacts. And I'll have my contact card up over here, and I'll go through each one, and okay, this is Connie, so I look up Connie over here. When you go into Facebook and you pull them up and you see them in your friends list, all you have to do is right click on their name, and that copies their profile, and attach that to command, hit save. Done. And I can do 50 of them, I would say, in probably an hour and a half. That's with taking a break. So, other things that are good to have, if you notice in the contact record, there's this neighborhood thing down here. We have this thing called monthly neighborhood nurtures that goes out in command if you decide to set them up. It's a kind of a touch point, or it's not a drip campaign, it's a touch campaign. So the difference between drips are set it and forget it, and it's one to many. Touch campaigns are more curated experience. So if I'm doing these, I know Connie likes South Kihei, Central Kihei, North Kihei, and she actually lives in Algona in Washington. So we're not bound by MLS boundaries. So I could send somebody their Florida neighborhood,
Yeah.
and they're looking in Kona.
Awesome.
I can send them
Well,
both
that's a-
neighborhoods, and I can send
yeah,
them to
that's
them
great.
monthly and say, here's the stats on those neighborhoods.
Cool.
So, and if
And that's done not through campaigns, not through smart
No.
plans, it's done
it's
neighborhood.
right here, yeah, it's a one-to-one, so it's not a one-to-many. So it's not, here I'm sending out a email to
Right.
5,000 people to clean your gutters in the
Right.
fall, right?
Mhm.
How many people really read this? This is more statistical, but it, you know, it also suggests neighborhoods, so South, Central, North Kihei, Cam Beach, Keonakai Villages, Maui Meadows, you can just click on these and it'll add them. So Wailea North, I could add that, it's added. So if I wanna see what it looks like, I can preview it, it'll take it out. Has my marketing stuff on the top, home. You can actually start to search through this, but network error, this usually works. There's South
Very
County.
cool.
Yeah. And
So do you use this now instead of setting up a search in Paragon and you doing that?
You can.
You could use either or.
Yeah.
This
I
really
try and get
can
them-
take the place of this.
I try and get everybody in my contact database loaded up with at least neighborhoods. And for me, Central, South, and North Kihei.
Mhm.
That's, that's
That's your
pretty basic,
concentrated
and
area.
you will have neighborhoods over there that are fairly central to where you are. Load everybody up on neighborhoods and put them on a monthly neighborhood
So
nurture.
once you do that, look, then it's gonna ongoing, it's gonna be updating just
Once
like
a
it
month.
was. Yeah, that's
Once a
awesome.
month, you're just dripping them every month on this.
Okay.
wanna send out a newsletter, how about you send out some stats that are current all the time, always current. And if they click on this link, a month from now, this isn't a snapshot in time, this is dynamically live. 30 days from now, they click on that link again, it's still live.
That's great.
So, neighborhood stats, it'll tell you about North Kihei, 69 days on the market, average home price 522. Current stats, you can click on the plus arrow down here, it'll give you the median and average, and that'll change tomorrow. You know, and then a month from now, it'll change. Algona, I think that was the network error. Too many records. Huh. I don't know what that is. So, in order to enable the monthly neighborhood nurture, so you've got the neighborhood set up here. It's not gonna automatically do it just because you put it in neighborhood. You have to put them on a smart plan. Or a workflow, right?
And then you click on smart.
So there's, like in Windows, there's 5 ways to do everything. You can do it per contact record, or you could select 5 contacts and add them to a smart plan.
But it's the same neighborhood smart plan.
Nope.
Okay.
This is for this person,
Right.
for Connie.
For Connie, right?
So if I go back to my contacts, first thing is to try and get as many people set up with smart, with neighborhoods as possible. Then you could select all those ones with neighborhoods and say, hey, put them on a smart plan.
Okay.
Instead of doing it one.
But anytime you add somebody new to your contacts,
Sure.
you'll be doing that one at a
So
time.
here, I'll do smart plans, and then I've got them on a birthday.
And then it's
so
the month of neighborhood.
Oh, I missed a birthday. I got a birthday. So, it was February 13th. But then monthly neighborhood nurture, remember if you wanna see this, this will touch task. These are things that remind agents to wish somebody happy birthday. And then here are monthly neighborhood nurtures, sends out an HTML, which was the thing we just saw here, right, the preview. Delays 30 days, and what I like, you know, that lather, rinse, and repeat, right, 30 days, every 30 days. No end on this one.
Okay. So how do you complete adding that? You did that.
All right, so I'm gonna go to someone who doesn't have it.
Carol.
Yeah. I'm gonna add a neighborhood, find on map. What's your zip code over there?
96740.
Whoa, Florida?
Zip code,
90?
right?
Yeah, zip code.
Zip code, that's the zip code.
Okay,
Oh,
well, let's
it
do,
is.
You want that direct thing?
oh no, see if that'll take me in even closer. I know where the islands are. So our neighborhoods are powered by Nextdoor,
Okay.
and they're not all perfect,
Okay.
but let's say I want Kailua Park, there and here. Maybe, maybe right here.
So those are the communities in green that are covered by Nextdoor.
Nextdoor,
okay.
right?
Okay. Well, that's good, because my neighborhood, I'm actually a member of Nextdoor.
Good.
Subscribe to it.
So those are there. These are the, also the ones that are suggested, so oh no, those are put in. Once I put them in, down here I'll get suggested.
Gotcha.
So now that I've got you,
I'm like, who is that?
Just kidding me.
I've got you loaded up on some neighborhoods, and I wanna put you on a smart plan, and you don't have it. You don't have the monthly neighborhood nurture, so I've gotta add you to a smart plan.
Okay.
So these are all the smart plans I have access to.
Anybody of us would all have access to
Anybody would, right? So we subscribe to this, and I wanna put him on the monthly neighborhood nurture, that's what it's called, that's the one that does this, ladder, rinse, repeat, right?
Okay.
And I say select, and I wanna start it now. Confirm.
Sorry, Keone and I are having a
What?
moment,
I'm just sitting
sorry.
here minding my own business.
Oh, you were harassing me?
So you should get an email pretty quick.
Okay.
That has, I'm not sure what it looks like because I don't send them to myself that much.
So what's that monthly neighborhood? That's like the default one, right?
Monthly neighborhood nurture is the default one, right?
And so what does that mean? Like, what do they get with that?
They get a whole bunch of stuff.
Stats on Holualoa, which is one of the small towns there, Kalua Park, one of the other small towns there. Kohana Iki is a community, and then additional information that you can click on. Of course, your information is there.
Yeah.
And then in
My ugly
download
mug is
the
on
app.
there.
What looks like.
That's what came through?
Yeah. That's the monthly neighborhood.
And that's specific to,
That's only specific
Oh,
in the
that's
contact record if I've loaded up neighborhoods in their
for that
contact.
person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So I was saying.
So if they live in Wailuku, then you would put Wailuku in that search neighborhood area,
Yeah,
right?
here's what used to happen, when you did the contact card, it used to, when you put in the address, it would automatically default, if you had the address, that would be their primary neighborhood, so you could send monthly neighborhood nurture out. Recently, they stopped doing that because of some issue they were having, so you still have to go and select neighborhoods.
Okay.
Make sure you select.
And what
a
about
couple.
Errol's health? Do we care about that, or is it just because
Yeah.
there's not the birthday and
Yeah.
anniversaries and
Yeah.
the address, all that stuff, right?
Yeah, we just went over, I'll have to send it to you, but, it's name, address, email, phone number, all are worth 40%, that gets you to 80, and then there's,
20%.
or 20%, that's
That'll get you
80,
the breakdown.
that'll get you to 80, and then there's 5 of the 4 percenters, that'll get you
Okay.
to 100, yeah.
So he was saying if you put in
Okay.
Wailuku, it would also suggest other neighborhoods that you might be interested in, like
Yeah, I'm-
Kahalui and.
I'm
So,
adding
and
some
I
in
think it
now.
has like Wailuku Heights and
Yeah.
specifically, right?
Yeah.
And was that all made then with those insights?
This is all made through Nextdoor with our partnership
see.
with I think we own Nextdoor now.
Hmm.
But,
Yeah, I think we got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
so people are always
So
like,
I
how
added
can I
neighborhoods.
change the boundaries of my neighborhood? Well, you can send the map
Now I have
and
to
you
go to
can
smart
draw
plan.
with the map, and you can draw right around
Editor,
a neighborhood and
smart
save that
plan.
and say, I only want to.
So what other,
How do you do that?
Start
Here,
now.
You don't do it here, you do it on the app.
on the app.
On the
so
app.
what other smart plans would you suggest, or should we just
I
run
don't
with
know if I do or
those?
not, so I
If
just
well,
want
there's a couple, I did one that's called My New App, so these are all the smart plans that I have loaded up.
Uh-huh,
So you have to go to the library and then load them to your command.
got it.
That's all it is just selecting them, so.
Oh, I couldn't find any smart plans, sorry, I'm
Yeah.
hijacking this
Yeah,
whole
no, it's
thing.
okay.
You sure are.
Inside of smart plans, you go to
Probably went
the,
over all this already.
you just go up here to the library.
Ah,
Yes,
okay.
Yeah, and once you go to the
Very good.
library, there's all the ones.
And
They're
then
free.
you would just
Yep.
add that, whatever.
Promote my app. I like doing a promote my app, I make it myself.
And you're pushing that through email, or are you doing it,
Email, all it does is send out an email saying, hey,
But
introduce
you
my
can
app.
do it through social media too, right?
Sure.
You choose,
Yeah.
just choose the button you wanna
Yep.
mark it through, right? But then
But-
you would have your,
If I didn't have the open house follow-up,
Yeah.
I could say add smart plan, and I could add people to it, or I could just say apply. And then I go back over to my smart plans, and I should
Show up.
have the.
It's down there.
So you grab them in the library first and add them to your
Yeah,
smart
so
plan?
the library is the templates, and then you just grab those templates and bring them over. Yeah. And then you can
and you have
add-
to customize those, or are they
Yep.
already?
They're already
Okay.
ready to go. They're already ready. So these, they just turned on the thing here where you can actually create a smart plan. Plan name, I'm gonna do MMM, cause I've got all the other letters down there. And it comes up, looks like this big crazy thing, right? All I really wanna do is send an email out. See if this works, fingers crossed. HTML. I think we got it to work once, right?
You know,
Mm-hmm.
browse the library,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Work with me as a buyer, let's take a look. Go back through.
And where do you
download my
edit
app.
this? Or
So
would you edit
It's
that?
ready to go, it's ready to go. If
It's
you've done your
generic.
marketing profile and all that stuff, it's ready to go.
So you can't change it template.
But even the top stuff's not done, right?
Oh, it's all done, those are all tags, yeah, yeah.
Placeholders.
So yeah, placeholders for, this will be your agent last name, your agent first name, there'll be a market center name here or logo,
Mhm.
and there'll be other stuff, but I mean, it's pretty professional looking. Select this template, I'm like, okay, next. I send it out, trigger an event, send HTML, that's good.
And then let's say you did a birthday one, right? Is it pulling off your database then, so it'll send
can.
out to whoever's
Yeah,
birthday it is?
And reply to, we didn't have this before, and now you can have it not from no reply,
Mhm.
it comes from you.
Oh, where did you put that? Oh, reply to.
Yeah.
Reset, yeah.
And it says here to update this,
Oh.
see, this is where that command email comes in. It's no longer MailChimp, it's command email. Well, MailChimp's still got some dangling participles, right? But it's.
Participles.
Participles.
It's participles.
So send email simple, those two choices, that would just be if I was just gonna type in a quick
Simple
little
would be
simple
like
email,
just- yeah,
just a
just-
text.
just
Same
plain
kind of
text,
thing.
Yeah, and at that point, you could just,
Move
why
tags,
go
move
through
to-
command to do that unless you
Right,
really want
you
to?
just go through your
Yeah.
Gmail.
If you wanted to send it out to a bunch of people saying, hey, you know, I'm gonna be at Migos from 5 to 7, come visit me, might maybe just want a text. Yeah. Okay, back in.
Did they upgrade the video yet? I thought the video was nice, but it's not exactly what I was thinking it was gonna be.
It was kind of a stick drawing line figure
Yeah,
with a
I
little-
thought you could
I think
put
that was
like more actiony,
I think that's
action
the-
in there.
crawl, walk, run, jump, fly, dunk. However they do
The
that,
word
right?
crawl.
The word crawl right now, yeah. So if I wanted to, if I went back, I'll just add a new one and I'll say, isn't there video up here? Set till I make a phone call. I thought I saw video on something. It was probably in campaigns. But you do.
Yeah, I don't know where
I
it
think
is.
it's campaigns.
Or was it in smart plans?
Create a new campaign, email, direct.
I think it's in the smart plan, right?
Designs. It wasn't designs. New.
Oh,
Video.
video,
there.
yeah.
So yeah, this is.
It's a pre-made video for
It
people
is.
that don't know.
Yeah.
It's very simple. But you can put the tags in there to make
Right.
it a little more custom, right?
What is it about?
So you
You can
set up
different
all this,
promotions.
right? And then you say okay, download the video.
So it's like, oh, Kihei, they have, you know,
What people are saying
medium
about
price of
Kihei.
276, and look, they have this fancy restaurant there, or they, you know, close to the beaches, or whatever. You can add those tags to make it a little more custom, because it's otherwise it's just sticky like this, right? There's no live video yet, I would assume.
Right.
But as the average price, so you're putting in that data.
Right.
You're feeding all the
The
data.
average foot square.
So that'll walk you through when you're creating that video
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the designs?
Yeah, it's really easy.
And then again, for design, then you use it, you upload it into your smart plan.
You could
or
upload
wherever
it to
you're gonna-
Facebook. You could
Or wherever
upload
you're
it.
gonna put
Yeah.
And the data's already in there, so if you want to just run it, then you just run it. You don't have to.
Can you add a custom logo to it?
I will show it. Yeah, you'll see it. Yeah.
So that site to see, you might put in like
That's nice.
come only one beach or you know sunset.
Yeah, you could do a South Central. You could do one for each, right?
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh,
You
yeah,
tag it.
there you go.
You gotta load your.
Look at Paul.
Did you use Did you use the transparency? Is that the logo you used for that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one I put in mine
Yeah.
too. It looks the best.
Yeah.
Other than the borders.
It seems to fit better with a lot of stuff. So, and that's just a 2-minute video. You can,
Nice.
wherever you're at, you can just kind of do it. It's all kind of the same, but it's a neat first step. So, how it actually tags and puts all that. So if we go back to where that was, right? In order to feed all that information in. I could share on social right here, right?
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
Say, okay, who's gonna do it? Don't do it. That information is 2 days old. So So you can just write a post and share it right here. And just say, okay, I don't want it to come from Keller Williams. Remember that was that down here, I was telling it to, what was that? Wasn't there was a thing where I could change,
What was that?
add a link, upload a photo. There was one where I could, maybe on the video you're not able to yet.
What are you trying to do?
Well, I want to tag it as from my Facebook business page rather than from Keller
Which one
Williams.
was that one? Is that email?
That was the email or it was a social post, but the paid social post. Yeah. So this is fine if it comes from Keller Williams on my page. That's fine. It's not like it's got a link capture in it anyway.
So like if they were, you know, in the canoe club or whatever, like you could tag those things that would
Yeah.
only.
What locals say, you could tag in, ocean sports, that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, take them out, put them in. It's really
Choose the
very
video.
easy.
Oh, look at that.
It's just a little. I mean, you think video, you think like live action more than. But
I don't know what that video is.
If I didn't know your expectations, I would have said that video was pretty.
I
I
changed.
thought it was pretty cute.
yeah, I mean, it is.
I changed the video.
My expectations.
So it pulls the information automatically,
Oh,
I'm
you
not
did?
entering it, right?
I did change the video, so you can change the video to whatever you have downloaded.
Average home.
Can we see it? Can we see your video?
That's not mine.
Oh.
I just pulled that off the PC.
And so what do you just changed video, it
Yeah.
says right there,
So you
Yeah.
can.
That's new. That's new.
yeah, they didn't
I
promote
wish
that.
they'd tell me about this stuff.
They didn't promote that at Family Reunion, that change video
No.
thing.
Change video, pick whichever one you want.
Be careful.
I was gonna say, what's
that
the
file,
Robert?
Robert?
This ain't this is not my desktop.
It's our computer, it's our PC.
Natasha, what are you doing at night here?
ALC? I don't know.
No,
Yeah, downloads, that's where I found the video. There's this.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
You can change the
A
video,
long
you can do a
time
little
ago,
drive
there's a
around
long
Key
time
and-
ago.
2 years ago.
Kihei Village, she says.
We need to work on their staging.
Yeah.
The price was-
I can't see the property.
There it is.
I know, right? Who's blocking it?
Who did that?
Oh.
Maybe they want you to come to
Yes,
the
that's
house
right.
and see
They
it.
wanted to come.
It'll be revealed at that time.
Right.
Maybe at the end they'll tell you. No. So that Ripple is a little a little app that goes on your phone that you can make
Make
quick little
videos.
videos out of. Yeah. So but yeah, you can change your video. You could have your do an agent interview kind of thing, right? So
That'd be
That's a
good
good idea,
for
huh?
the, for like the promotion stuff, for
Uh-huh.
meetings and stuff, you know?
right. What else? Should we go back through consumer app again? Because that was the first one we covered, and it might be light in your mind right now, right? Because that's what everyone's going to ask about, the shiny new toy,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Hey, how's it going? Good.
I keep going in a circle here.
You know, learning about command in here.
Hey, Lee.
I'll teach you everything you need. Don't worry.
Consumer landing pages, agent sites, guide builder, site and app settings. Make sure you look across the top what you want to do. Site and app settings. If you haven't done this yet, Keone, this is what you want to do. Site and app settings, learn more with Kelly Guides. Consumer settings. Continue.
Okay, I saw this page and then I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Because it's all text. I give people a hard time because they sent out that email about the app and it was text and there was one button. get the app. Did they read anything? Nope, they hit the button. Hit the, what, now it doesn't work. Well, that thing up there says you gotta go with this other place first.
They shouldn't have made the button so big.
You probably read it, maybe it didn't say that, but yeah, everybody wanted to hit the sign, to hit the shiny thing right away. Next, consumer settings, app download, this is the link that you will send out if you want to, you can copy it, right? It should say copy it.
So that would go to all your,
This is
everyone,
just,
right?
just in case you wanna hold on to it somewhere so that you know, if somebody says, hey, text me the app, you can keep that somewhere and just text it to them that way. So you don't have to go run home, get in command, institute, start a smart plan and then put them, just text that app.
But the major thing is, see, like, take care. You would just send it out from your phone app, right?
Yeah,
Do
just
the
my
thing
regular
and do
text
that.
on my phone, yeah. So, what I like
Or
to
you
do-
don't have to do that, cause you're gonna share your app from the, right, from your phone. That's
You
what
can do
you're
that
saying.
as well,
Yeah.
yep, yep.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a bunch
what
of
I
different
mean,
ways to
just-
do that, yeah.
Send it.
But for
Copy
everybody
paste.
that's gonna get calls from agents, this is the page they go to.
Uh-huh.
Then they see that code right there, the app on the app text code.
Yep.
So all they do is go to their text, put 87778,
I like better, I like
and then
better.
throw that thing
Just
in there
type
and
in
it
the phone
goes.
number there.
Just put your phone number in.
Oh, that's where you put your, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, just
That's
put
where
your
you
phone number in and
Okay.
it'll send you the link.
Like,
So,
doing it.
I was in an open house yesterday, somebody came in and I said, well, I said, what you really don't want is an agent in your face, what you want is on-demand information. I said, if you give me your phone number, I'll text you the app. I went to this page, put in their phone number there, because they didn't have to do it, and then sent it to them. So now they've got a link to download my branded app. They didn't have to go through this step. But if it's somebody you don't know and you want them
Just a
to
different
go
way.
to this, yeah.
Mhm.
Just another way to make them, I'm not necessarily super happy with get it on the App Store or get it on Google Play. Because if you do that and you just go out to the App Store, there's not 160 agents out there. that
Although
can-
when you hit that, right? Because I did that first, and then I was like, oh wait, it's not to me.
Did it
When
redirect you
when
back
I
through?
put the text in, yeah, it went back,
Yeah.
and then it changed it for me.
Okay.
So it's still okay if they do that. It'll just once they do the text,
Right.
they get a text back. They hit that link from the text, and then it'll take them to there,
Okay.
to the
That's the
store.
one we did yesterday, right?
Text
Yeah.
KWIN Royals.
Oh, yeah,
What is
so
that?
it'll be, on yours, it'll be something like text your app code
Uh-huh.
to 8778, so it'll send you a link back.
Okay.
Like I said, it's pretty easy just to put your phone number in there. So. And next step, you don't really have to do anything there. Set up, this is the one that you probably haven't done, Keone.